Today I am going to do a quick unboxing, review, and color with these Faber-Castell watercolor markers. I've been eyeing these quite a long while. I just never really made the leap because I'm not a big watercolorer, but I decided to pick these up because I'm starting to experiment a little bit more with how I do backgrounds, and I thought maybe these would help me get over my watercolor issues because I am such a marker girl. So this is the 30 pack of these Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers. And as you can see, first of all, they're markers. And I absolutely love the fact that they're markers. Each one of them has a brush side and a bullet nib side. So you can see the bullet nib there. Yeah, bullet nib side. And then on the other side, we've got the brush nib. But this has got a couple of trays. I'm going to leave these this way for now. But I do have the Pitt pens that I can probably base how I set these up off of so that I can mix and match those together. But I'm going to do a quick swatch of all of these and then see what they all look like. Right off the bat, before I add any water to these, it took me a hot minute to realize that my brush tip has a thicker line on the label than the bullet so that you can do a quick pull of the marker and just start using the brush tip. I kept on having to try and decipher which side was what, but now that I know that that thick side is the brush tip, I think it's going to go a lot faster. Okay, so another issue. I think I'm using the wrong type of paper to have any kind of success with swatching these. So let me try something else. This is the bad part about not having watercolor paper on hand. One way we can do this is I've got Joanna Basford's Lost Ocean. This is the artist edition, and this is some seriously artistic paper in it. It's made for doing those multimedia projects. So this is a thick cardstock, and this is what I was planning on coloring in the first place. With that being said, maybe I won't do a swatch. I'll just attempt to use them and hope that the colors of the markers are pretty close to what they look like.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself.
What I'm noticing is, as I'm slowly learning how these work, pulling with a lot more water, if you've got a bigger color payoff on the page, helps you kind of blend that out a little better than if I just kind of went in there. So one thing I think I'm going to have to pay attention to as I'm coloring with this, if I've got a smaller area that I just kind of want to bleed the color out, I'm going to have to possibly put down less color first. And one of the things that I'm slowly learning about watercolor is that if you let things dry, you can kind of start layering and get fun effects.
Don't wanna overthink it, baby. Just twist your body, your mind. Baby, you get me some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
I can't say that I have a specific idea in mind as I'm doing this, but the fact that I can get these rough lines in is kind of nice. I think now that I've played around with the markers as watercolor, I want to just play a little bit with them being markers.
baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
So it is good to know that even if the marker has been laid down a while ago, you can still make it move. it's mostly after you've added water to it that it doesn't really move that much anymore. I kind of did that as an experiment, and also because my line work isn't the best, gives it more of a variant messy look. So it looks like it was more intentional than it kind of was. Well, I think I'm gonna end here because it gave me a decent idea of what these watercolors can do. It's definitely one of those things that you need to know some watercoloring techniques. You need to have the right kind of paper. We're gonna pretend like this part of the page does not exist. And it looks kind of decent. I think part of my problem with the direction this went is I just didn't know what I was doing. I was just playing to play just to see what these markers did. And overall, they're fun to try and figure out. I think I just need to do a little bit more research into how to watercolor. Do I think these are worth it? I enjoyed them. It gave me more of a range than I currently have with my watercolor pan, which is from school. And I like the fact that I now have a set that matches my polychromos or my Pitt pens, depending on what I'm deciding to do my art with. So it could come in really handy in doing background. I just need a little bit of a lesson on watercolors. So I think I'm going to start diving into that. This was just a tester page. So for my first overview of what these are, I like them, mainly because I enjoy using markers, and maybe it's a little bit cleaner than having to wait for my pan to dry and then closing up and putting away. Con is, you get some of this streaking that I think is going to drive me nuts, and I need to learn how to use these so that I don't get those kind of effects. But overall, I like them. Let me know down below if you have ever considered using watercolor markers. If you have, what you use and how you like them, what you think of them. Otherwise, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe down below, hit that bell, do all the things to get all of those notifications, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.